Hey contractors, I'm Brian Shankman, CEO of Lead Truffle. If you've been running Google local services ads, you probably noticed something's different. Google completely changed the badge system, killed the money back guarantee, and switched to AI automated lead disputes. Some contractors are saying lead quality tanked. Others are still getting 80 to 100 leads a day. So what's actually working in 2026? Let's break it down. I'm going to cover the major platform changes from late 2025, what the new Google Verified badge means for you, real cost per lead numbers by trade, and the optimization strategies that separate contractors getting crushed from those printing money. Let's get into it. First, the big changes you need to know about. In October 2025, Google replaced Google Guaranteed, Google Screened, and License Verified with one unified badge, just called Google Verified. That blue check mark now shows which verification checks you've passed. Here's the kicker. The money back guarantee that came with Google Guaranteed, gone. Discontinued November 7th, 2025. Customers can no longer get up to $2,000 back from Google if something goes wrong. What else changed? Your Google Business Profile and LSA profiles now have to match exactly. They made that mandatory in November 2024. The standalone LSA app got retired in January 2025. Everything moved into the Google Ads platform. And this is the big one that's causing frustration. In July 2024, Google switched to AI automated lead credits. You can't manually dispute bad leads anymore. The system uses rate this lead feedback instead. Despite all this, LSA still captures nearly 14% of all clicks when those ads appear, and 29% of searchers prefer clicking LSA results over regular Google ads. So it's still worth understanding. If you're not on LSA yet, here's what you need. Go to ads.google.com/local services ads and enter your zip code. Google supports over 70 service categories: HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, landscaping, pest control, you name it. You'll need a verified Google business profile that matches your LSA exactly. Same business name, same address, same phone number. Even small stuff like spelling out street versus abbreviating it can get you rejected. Background checks are required for every owner and field worker who enters customer homes. They're free, done through Pinkerton or Evident. But here's the warning. One failed background check disqualifies your entire business. If denied, you wait 30 days to reapply. Second denial, 180 days. For insurance, you typically need at least $1 million in general liability. The certificate has to match your business name exactly. High-risk categories like locksmiths, garage doors, plumbers, and electricians face extra scrutiny through something called advanced verification, which might include video interviews. Timeline from application to going live, usually 2 to 6 weeks, depending on how clean your documentation is. Here's what Google's algorithm cares about most. Tier 1 factors with the highest impact, your review score. You really want 4.8 stars or higher to compete seriously. Review quantity matters too. 150 reviews at 4.8 beats 30 reviews at 5.0. Responsiveness to calls and messages, and proximity to the searcher. Tier 2 factors, business hours matching when people search. Review recency. A steady flow beats stale reviews. Your Google verified status, and profile completeness with photos. Tier 3, budget and bids, lead feedback, marking leads as booked signal success, and accurate service selection. The responsiveness piece is huge. Google explicitly says failing to answer calls or respond to messages affects your ranking. Industry data shows 74% of contractor calls go completely unanswered. That's your competition. Best practice. Answer calls within 30 seconds. Respond to messages within 4 hours. Set up real-time mobile notifications. Let me give you actual numbers from agencies managing hundreds of LSA accounts. HVAC, $45 to $85 per lead, averaging around $80. Plumbing, $40 to $75, averaging $69. Electrical, $35 to $70, averaging $50. Roofing, $50 to $162, averaging $95. Landscaping, $30 to $50, averaging $39. Pest control, $25 to $50, averaging $35. House cleaning, $28 to $47, averaging $35. Urban markets like New York, LA, and Chicago see costs 20 to 50% higher than these averages. How does this compare to other platforms? Thumbtack leads cost $10 to $75, but get sent to up to 10 competitors. LSA leads are exclusive. Home Advisor charges $350 annually plus $15 to $100 per shared lead. Traditional Google ads average $70 to $90 per lead with 6 to 8% conversion rates. LSA averages $60 per lead with 20 to 25% conversion rates. The math on LSA usually wins. Now the frustrating part. The new lead dispute system. Since July 2024, you can't manually dispute leads anymore. The AI automates it based on your rate this lead feedback. What still qualifies for credits? Spam or solicitor calls, wrong numbers. Caller looking for a different business, duplicate leads. Calls under 30 seconds aren't charged automatically. What no longer qualifies? Job type you don't service. Geographic area you don't cover. This change has contractors upset. One respected local SEO expert said agencies managing LSAs for hundreds of businesses confirmed lead quality has declined significantly. Industry data suggests about 6 to 7% of your LSA spend comes back as credits. To maximize that, submit feedback within 30 days, add notes and evidence, and keep your dispute rate under 15% before you launch. Get your Google Business profile verified with 15 to 20 photos. Gather at least 25 to 50 reviews with a 4.5 average or higher. Set up systems for rapid response. Budget for at least 10 leads per week. Google recommends this for the algorithm to optimize properly. After you launch, request reviews from every satisfied customer. Respond to all reviews, positive and negative. Give feedback on every lead. Adjust budgets seasonally. And here's the thing, LSA should not be your only lead source. Platform changes happen, lead quality fluctuates. Diversify with organic SEO, Google Ads, and direct referrals. Now here's the reality for most contractors. You're on a job site. You can't answer every call within 30 seconds. You can't respond to messages within 4 hours when you're under a house fixing a pipe. But Google's ranking your responsiveness. This is exactly why I built Lead Truffle. When you miss a call, our system automatically texts the lead back asking about their call. When someone fills out a form on your website, our AI immediately starts qualifying them over text, asking about the job, their address, their timeline. So by the time you check your phone, you've got a fully qualified lead with all the details. And we just launched AI voice agents that can actually answer your calls after hours and qualify leads by voice, then send them a booking link. The whole point is you never miss a lead, even when you're too busy to answer. And because response time directly affects your LSA ranking, this actually helps your ads perform better. If you want to see how it works, I'll drop a link in the description to book a demo. It takes 15 minutes and will show you exactly how contractors are using this with their LSA campaigns. All right, that's the 2026 LSA breakdown. Drop a comment if you're running LSA. I want to know what your cost per lead looks like and if you've noticed the quality changes since the automation update. If this was helpful, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.